you can't escape that last game of the year last year today, can you? You know what? When you guys had played them in the first time around, I mean, you had to be. There's not a team you want to see in the playoffs with a coach like Lennon Fisher. I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, East Layton's got a great group of athletes. They're always going to be strong. They're always going to be competitive. They know how to win because they've won a lot of football games. You know, I think we two evenly matched teams went to the playoffs, and they had the better game that night.
Yeah. How effective of a motivator has that been for you so far this year? Have you talked about it?
We don't talk about the past a whole lot. You know, we just talk about it from the standpoint that we started something last year that we didn't finish, and we'd like to, you know, step up to that this year and finish the job.
Right. I think helping you do that is you got Ron Antonio Stanley back. You know, how key can he be for you guys this year?
You know, he's a game breaker. I mean, he's our go-to guy. You know, he's going to make some big plays for us. He's going to get the hard yards when you need to get the hard yards, and get the big yards when they present themselves. And we got a great quarterback coming back. We got some key offensive linemen, and our defense should be our backbone this year with that new starter coming back.
Yeah, your quarterback, Pharaoh McKeever, I think is one that I think a lot of people are going to be interested to see this year. Is it? He's got the physical tools. You know, is the other side coming around?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he was a sophomore playing varsity football for the first time last year, and you know, he played above his level the whole year, and you know, he had a bad game that last game, but you know, he was a sophomore. You know, sometimes we forget that he is just a sophomore, and this year he's a junior, so we're expecting him not to be perfect, but we expect him to make better decisions this year.
Right. I think your team's probably got maybe the most like individual talent in the conference. You know, as far as like guys that could play in college. How about Mikael Bell? I think in the secondary he could be somebody that, you know, really makes a difference for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's a player. You know, he likes to get out there and compete. He's got a lot of enthusiasm, and I think he's going to help us a little bit on offense this time.
Okay.
We're kind of move him around a little bit at flanker, a little bit of wingback, and get him involved with offense because it is exciting when he gets the ball in his hand.
Well, I mean, and in the Waccamaw, you know, if you're in the secondary, you're probably not the busiest guy. So.
Yeah, we can get him out there and give him a few reps on offense, and you know, to give us a little bit more of an advantage.
And I know the big game on the schedule this year. I know the first game is always a big game, but you know, what's a game that's particularly huge for South Columbus?
Well, we got our rival schools. We got our Loris game and our Whiteville game, and you know, all Waccamaw conference games are a big rival. I think the game with Hogger is going to be a big game for us. You know, early on, third game of the season, you know, you got a lot of people coming back. It's 8-7 ball game last year, and I think that's going to be a really big game for us right there.
Right. And last question, I'll let you go. I know last year you guys had come off a season that wasn't you know, kind of up to Tabor City standards. So this year, you know, I think you're already ranked in some preseason polls. You know, how important is it going to be to manage the expectations?
Oh well, you know, everybody's expectations are high. We have high expectations for ourselves and our kids. We hold them to a higher standard, and we expect them to go out and execute. And if we execute, we feel really good about it. And you know, if we don't, we don't. But like I said, with the experience we have and the game experience that all the kids have, we're expecting great things.